Hey, Mr. Singletary. It's Derek here at Woody's. Alright, we got your motor out. It gives me a better chance to look at everything I was seeing on your stringers, crack-wise, that I couldn't really see very well with the motor in and the flooring and everything. So we've got middle seats out, all your flooring in your engine bay. I got your back seat and floorboards out. So we'll start here on this starboard side. Alright, here. Alright, there's your top engine mount bolt hole. Top side is not too bad. Down here is crack running all the way up here. See what I'm saying? Alright, and we come back here. And geez, that's cracked and falling off. Same thing down here where it meets this frame. You got these frames that run sideways and they're notched around here. We are cracked on either side of those. The top mount holes for the port side rear mount, as you can see, it's cracked between the holes, busted. And then you've got the side crack running all the way to that frame. Alright, over to the starboard side. Same thing up top here. She's cracked between the bolt holes, except this side runs a little farther back. It's kind of hard to see with the steering rod in the way. Give me a second here. Same thing, cracked at the framework, right where it's notched around the frame up front. Same thing as the other side there. Alright, moving up here to the forward mount. Alright, forward starboard mount. Once we got the engine unbolted, it just kind of, it's no longer attached anymore. Nope, I have to repair that. Same thing down below. It's hard to see with this rod's in the way, but we're cracked at the framework again. Okay, now I put clamps on those. They all pretty much draw together, so I don't see any problem with epoxy and getting those drawn in and drawn together. As far as putting the new plywood on, I'm gonna have to pull. You got the new wire loom that Peterson put in. I'm gonna have to pull up all the stuff that's holding the rods in place. Your steering rod. I'm not worried about the shift rod there. The shift rod is in a perfectly fine spot. And alright, you got 4 framework over here. I'm gonna have to cut and notch those out to slide the plywood down in beside. That way I can sandwich the new stuff. Now this is all your old wiring. I'm gonna have to cut it out. I mean, it's already cut. It's just in the way. I'm gonna need it gone, and most of it's well beyond saving anyhow. I know you mentioned saving it so they knew how to run the old stuff, but I'm gonna have to cut it out of the way just to get it out of the way. And I mean, it's all been covered in bilge paint over the years, and no one could tell what color the wires were to start with. Same thing on this side. Notch the frames. I have to redo your seat mounts for your middle seat down there where it attaches to the stringer. I'll have to make those blocks a little smaller, and let's be honest, that one's loose anyway. That way I can just fit the plywood in. Same thing back here for your rear seat. You got your seat back supports. I'll have to modify those and make those work around the plywood. I'm going to run the plywood under the floor, back at the rear seat, all through the engine bay, and up underneath the floor for your middle seat, both sides of the stringer and port and starboard. The only other thing is, you can probably see in the video, the bill's just really kind of gross. So I'm gonna have to give it a good cleaning, so I can have a clean surface to mate everything to. The epoxy ain't gonna stick to all the grease and all that crap. So we'll have to give it a, I'm gonna have to give it a good cleaning today and get her scrubbed down so I can have nice clean surfaces. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm not overly surprised by anything extra. I don't see anything really extra other than maybe the cracks down there where it's notched out for your frames. But I'm not overly surprised with what we found taking the motor out and getting the floors out and seeing everything in its condition that it's in. So there's an update. I'm about to get started and we'll get her going.